Hello, my name is Adriana McCrary, and today I will be performing the neurological assessment video. I will first start by verifying the patient's identity. I will introduce myself and I will perform hand hygiene. I'm in the proper school attire and I have my ID badge. We will first start off by educating the patient on the reason why this assessment is necessary. So today I will be performing the neurological assessment. This assessment is made to test out your nervous system and to make sure that it is intact and performing properly. Okay, so the first test we will be completing on the assessment is the sensory response to superficial touch and pain. We will be using a cotton ball and we will be using a tongue depressor. With this test, I want you to close your eyes and tell me if you feel the cotton ball touching you, you're going to say touch. If you feel the sharp part of the tongue blade, you're going to say sharp. And if you feel the dull side of the tongue blade, you're going to say dull. Okay, ready?
Soft, sharp, dull.
Perfect. And this is a bilateral test as well. The next one we will be performing is the perception of position. So for this test, I want your hands on your knees. You can hold them like this. Perfect. I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I am going to pick 2 fingers and 2 toes on each hand, and you're going to tell me whether it goes up or down. You're going to verbalize that to me, okay?
Up, down, up, down.
Perfect. You can open your eyes now. So that is completed for that one. Now we are going to identify a familiar object. So I'm going to pick an object. I want you to open your hand. You have to make sure you have your eyes closed. Perfect. I'm going to place the object in your hand, and then I'm going to have you close your hand. Go ahead and close it. Tell me what you have in your hand.
A paper clip.
Perfect. You can open up your hand. Very good. Okay, so we've done the familiar object. So now we're going to move on to the 2-point discrimination. I'm going to be using an open paper clip for this one. I want you to relax your arm with the and then I will be touching you with the open end of the paper clip. Very good. Relax it. And I'm going to be touching you with it, and I want you to tell me when you feel 2 or 1, and once you feel it 1, you let me know. Okay, ready?
Okay. 2, 2, 1.
Perfect. So we want to measure the distance between the farthest and the closest, and we're going to be documenting our findings for that portion. Okay? So we've identified the common object. We've done the 2-point discrimination. Now we're going to move on to the next one. So for this test, I want you to point your hand to the camera for me. I am going to pick a common number. I want you to close your eyes and tell me what I am writing down on your hand, okay? Eyes closed, perfect.
3.
Very good. You can open up your eyes now. So now we are going to do the test where we identify the body parts. This one is also a bilateral test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch you in certain parts of your body. With your eyes closed, I want you to tell me shortly after where I'm pointing, okay? Perfect. Very good. You may open up your eyes. Now we're going to move on to the deep tendon reflexes. So for this one, I'm going to be testing out the bicep and the patellar tendon. I will be using my reflex hammer. For the bicep, I will be using the pointy side of the hammer. With the opposite hand, I will put pressure on the bicep tendon. Open it up for me and relax. And then I will use the pointy side to put pressure on it. Ready? And you'll see the reflex on the hand for the bicep. Now we're going to be doing the patellar tendon. You can relax that. We're going to look for the kneecap just below the kneecap, and we're going to be using the opposite, the flat side of the reflex hammer. And with that, you'll see the response on the foot. So that concludes for the deep tendon reflexes. Now we're going to be moving on to plantar reflex and the ankle clonus. So for the plantar reflex, I'm going to have you point your foot to the camera. For this one, we're going to be using the opposite side of the hammer, and we're going to be using the lateral side of the foot going into the ball of the foot. And it's just a gentle touch. If the foot goes down and the toes curl down, that's a normal reading. When I do this, if the toes curl up and outward, that would be an abnormal finding. We're also going to be testing out the ankle clonus. So for this one, we're going to dorsiflex the foot. When I release, if the foot is relaxed, then that is a normal finding. If I dorsiflex and his foot starts to shake, then that would be an abnormal finding. Okay, so that concludes the ankle clonus and the plantar reflex. Now we are going to be moving to the cerebral function and proprioception. So for this one, and this is also a bilateral test. So for this test, I want you to, with the opposite side of your foot on the heel, I want you to touch from knee to foot on each side. Perfect. Very good. Perfect. We're also going to be testing out the coordination and fine motor skills. So for this one, I want you to touch your nose and then move from side to side with your eyes closed. And when I tell you, I want you to go faster. Faster? Perfect. You can go ahead and open up your eyes. So now I want you to go ahead and stand up. And I want you to run in place. Perfect. You can go ahead and stop. We're now going to move on to the Romberg test. So for the Romberg test, we want to first ensure patient safety. This test is, so you're going to put one hand in the front and one hand in the back. You're not going to actually touch the patient. You're here for support. But what we're doing is we're checking for any abnormal swaying, any abnormal balance. And we're going to be doing this test for a full 60 seconds, okay? I will be using my stopwatch. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and close your eyes now. Perfect. And again, we're doing this for a full 60 seconds, and we're confirming patient safety without touching the patient. Okay, perfect. You can go ahead and open up your eyes. And the last test we will be performing is assessing the gait. So for this one, I want you to walk over to the refrigerator and then walk back for me. Okay, come on back. And what we are assessing again is any abnormal rhythm, any abnormal swaying, or abnormal balance when he is walking. At the end of the test, I will perform hand hygiene, confirm that the patient is comfortable, and I can go out and document my findings. This concludes my neurological assessment video. Thank you.